Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel. So, I'm not in Bangladesh, I came to Canada like I did in America. So, I'm here in Canada. To entertain you guys, I came on the Jaguar and Land Rover dealership for giving you guys some content about Jaguars. Let me open my mask. So, this is the future of Jaguar. They're starting to make electric cars from their old-fashioned petrol cars. This is the 2022 Jaguar I-Pace, and I am doing an English in-depth review on it. So what are we waiting for? Let's start the review. So let's start with the front fascia. If I show you guys the key, so this is the key for the Jaguar I-Pace, and this is the back. So when you unlock the car, it unlocks the car and turns on the daytime running light that is welcoming you. The car is welcoming you. So I'm going to get inside, turn on the lights, and going to come back. But before that, the width of this car is 74.6 inches. Now let's get inside. Let's turn on the lights. So here we are. So this is the daytime running lights. This is the headlight right there. This is going to be the hazard. This is the high beam off, high beam off. So now if I come outside, so Jaguar offers a full LED headlights that are two projector setups. So this is your main headlight, that is your high beam. And these lights can go up and down by itself. This is the hazards of the car, this full thing. But if you turn off the hazards, these are your typical daytime running lights. And because this is a Canadian spec, it has that reflector right here. And it says Jaguar LED technology. That's pretty nice too. Now if we show you the front fascia of the car, the grille is completely closed because this is a fully electric car. But for improving aerodynamics, it puts air here and gets out from this huge hood scoop. You have the Jaguar logo at the center, that's very angry. And you can see Jaguar written. Number plate slot of Brampton Jaguar. These are open for feeding air to the intercooler and the AC filters of the car. And these are also open for improving aerodynamics. This is for the headlight washer, and the car has front parking sensors. That is 4. And this is the LED fog lamps that are also a really nice touch. So that's going to be it for the front. Now let's talk about the powertrain. So now the powertrain of this car. So this car gets 2 electric motors and a single battery that is 90 kilowatt hour. And the horsepower from that is 394 horsepower and 512 pound-feet of torque. It's powering 4 of the wheels. It has the single speed automatic transmission that is only for front. And for rear, the electric motors continues. That's going to be the powertrain. The 0 to 60 time on this is 4.5 seconds. That is really good because this is a family SUV. At the front, you have a little storage that if I show you, have to open the hood from the driver's side. So if I just come here, there is the electric button there. And then I have to come outside and show you guys the front trunk. Actually, because in every electric car, there is a front hood. So you don't have that much storage, but you can put your normal grocery bags here. It says Jaguar in very nice written. Right, and it's fully covered, like nothing feels cheap on a Jaguar. You have the front windshield wiper washer fluid here. So you just pour it in and it just goes down. And that's going to be pretty much it. You can see for the aerodynamics, it's fully functional. The air passes through here and it comes out from these vents. It's actually very nice. And now we are done with the powertrain of the car. So I'm going to close the hood. So there. So that's going to be it for the front. You can see some cameras at the front. That is for the advanced technology from Jaguar. So there's one for your speed limit monitor, and the other one is for lane keep assist and cruise control. Rain sensing wiper at the front, so you don't have to turn it on. When it starts to rain, it's automatically going to do its work. Now let's check out this beautiful side profile. So the car's length is 184.9 inches. Let's start showing you guys the wheel. So you can see these wheels are really nice. These are 255 40 R22s, 22-inch two-tone colored diamond cut wheels that look amazing. You have 4-piston brakes at the front with your steel rotors. The front suspension, you have double wishbone, and at the rear you have multi-link suspension. And the diameter of the disc is going to be up there. That's going to be it. You have Continental tires on this car, and these are the premium Contact 6. It's going to be snowing here in like a month or so this car needs snow tires until then. Then if we come a little back, this is the exterior side view mirror. You have a hazards light here, and then that's going to be it. The car's exterior color is Santoni Black Mint. And then this is the exterior mirror. You can see it, a hazards light is here. That is very nice. Then if we come back, you have door handles that are flush, but when you unlock the car, it comes out. Very nice. Then all the window trims are in black, that are very nice. Now if we come back here, the rear wheels are the same as the front because this is a four-wheel drive car, and it puts same amount of power at the front and the back, so it's same. Just the rotors are a little bit smaller than the front. Now let's check out the rear. So before showing the rear of the car, I forgot to show you guys the charging tank because this car doesn't get a fuel tank. So if the car is unlocked, you just press here and then it opens, and then you can charge it. So it takes 12 hours, so the whole night, to charge this car with a 90 kilowatt hour charger that is here. So you just shake this out and then you just put it in. That's your only job to do. And Land Rover has a charging cable right here to show you guys how to charge this car. So this car takes 12 hours to charge from 0 to 100 in Canada and America, not in Bangladesh. It takes more time there. But inshallah, if you want this car, you can contact with Obi Trading, the one and only best showroom in Bangladesh. You can get it from there. And now let's check out the back. So the height of this car is 61.2 inches. Now let's show you guys the rear tail lights. Full LED tail lights. Let's get inside, let's turn them on. So here I am. So car's on. This is with the brake. So this is the full light, hopefully. This is the rear fog, and this is the hazard. Now I'm going to come outside and show you the rear lights. Rear lights are very nice. You can see this is the rear brake light. This is the hazard. So America, Canada, on these both countries, the rear hazards lights are red. But in Asian countries like Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, it's yellow. But I actually like the red one because it's more unique. It has a tiny lip spoiler right here that is very nice on this car. And the rear windshield, it's curved and it just looks so futuristic for a Jaguar car. The upper spoiler is fully functional. You can see it's open to get improved aerodynamics, and on the shark fin there is a rear camera for the rear view mirror. Then back here you have the grade of the car, so it's EV400, that's the powertrain. Then you have all-wheel drive written, Jaguar and the Jaguar logo, and you have the I-Pace written right there. These are not actually functional, it's for good looks. You have 4 sensors at the back with reflectors and a diffuser, so this is functional. For opening the boot of the car, there's a button right here and it powerfully opens. Because this is electric, you get your chargers right here, and you get the floor mats that were optional extra on this car, and your tow hooks. And then if we check out the underfloor storage, so for that I have to get this up. You just have a little bit of storage. That's going to be it, because the batteries of the car are back here. 350 liters of space, that's not bad. You have some triggering points on either side there, and you have a 12-volt socket right here. And light placement is obviously mandatory. Partial cover right here. The seats are folding 60-40 distribution. If you want more storage, you can do that. That's going to be the exterior of the car. Now let's check out the interior. So now getting on to the rear seats. So because it's an crossover style SUV, it should have enough legroom. So legroom, headroom is good. I'm comfortable. This car has brown Napa leather interior. It has a center armrest right here with 2 cup holders. Very nice. And you have 4-zone climate control. After turning on the car, I'm going to show it at the front, and where you want the air and the wind speed adjuster. You have 2 USB-C sockets and a 12-volt socket, magazine holders, and you get a fixed panoramic sunroof that is tinted so sunlight don't come in that much, and you have lights back here too. That's very nice. Now if I come to this side, I can show you guys the door. There is a AC vent here for the passenger. And then if we show you the door, this car gets Meridian sound system, surround sound system. This is the door handle, this is for the blind spot monitoring system, window control, and leather. You have your door pockets and another speaker. And the door fully covers, so you didn't get your white trousers dirty. Now let's get onto the front seats. I didn't close the door, like always. So now we are on the interior of the I-Pace. Let's start with the dash design. So fabric, nice material has been used here. Then you have this metal finish right here with this satin finish here. You have the AC vent with the closer and opener. Simple look, but very nice. Lockable glove box. If you just press this, slowly opens. Enough room to put your documents and the owner's manual of the car. And the owner's manual is fully wrapped in leather. Then the seats. So this is fully powered seats. These are 6-way adjustable with lumbar support. And these are obviously heated. You have the Jaguar logo embossed right here with this premium level stitching. That is very nice. Then if we come to the center, you have a holder right here. What is that? So this is actually for your keys. So when you just get in, you can just leave your keys here, and that's a great place. Then you could put your phone here, or if you don't need it, get this up. You have your cup holders. One is a large, one is a medium. And you have a glove box storage down here with decent amount of room. Oh no, large amount of room. And you have one USB-C and one USB and a 12-volt socket. And this is fully leathered and it is very soft, so I can put my hand for hours and drive this car. At the center, I'm going to turn on the ignition. You have this. So what is this? When you're going a downhill, first thing that you need is to go slow. So if you press this, you can leave the brake. The car is going to go down as slow as possible. These are the drive modes of the car. So if you change it from here, you can do that. Then this is for the traction control. This car has optional extra air suspension. So over the double wishbone suspension at the front, it has air springs. And in the back, you have multi-link suspension with air springs right here. Then this is the gear. So you have park, you have reverse, you have neutral and drive. And then at the center, you have a little phone holder with more storage here. Pretty good engineered by Jaguar. Then this is actually for your climate control. So if I just press this and this, these are for the heated seats. So you can see ventilated seats on and heated seats on. So this car gets both. It's an optional extra, and this is for the normal 2-zone climate control. So at the front you have 2-zone and at the back you have 2 zones. So in total you have 4-zone climate control. Then this is for the AC on, max AC, so no outside air comes inside. This is for the front windshield heater. This is the front max, this is the rear windshield heater. You have a little display right here. So if you go on seat heating, you can control the front and the back. Backs are only heated, front is ventilated and heated. And this is for the climate control, so where you want the air to come. And this is for the front windshield heater and auto, or you have to control the rear. And you can also lock the rear, so no one can control it except you. Then if we go a little up, you have a volume knob right here, and turning it off, turning it on. This is the hazard. This is the engine start stop button, the battery start stop. You have Jaguar badging here, and if I turn it off and turn it back on, it does a very nice animation, but I have to show that a little later. So it's very simple, okay? It's nothing laggy or nothing, like previous Land Rover Jaguar group made. It is very nice. You have navigation, you have connect phone, so Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You have radio and tune mix right here. Then you can also edit what you want to see. Then if you go on navigation, you can control all of the stuff, and you can also control save, so food, EV station, and then a lot of more stuff, parking, garage, rest stop, everything's here. Then if you go on phone, you can control your Bluetooth, and this is for just tune mix. Very easy to use, and if you press this, you can see the reversing camera of the car and the front parking sensors. You can get an optional extra surround view camera, but you have to pay for it. You have 2 AC vents at the top with Jaguar written right here. You have vent closers and openers here. leather dashboard over here, so very nice. And this car also gets a heads-up display that I'm going to show you in a little bit. This is the rear view mirror. That is a mirror, but there's a camera at the shark fin antenna, so there you don't have to use the mirror, you can just see in the camera. All of the new Range Rovers and Jaguars are getting this. These are your lights that are touch sensitive. This is for your SOS service emergency, and this is for SOS. I'm not going to press it because it's going to call. This is not Bangladesh, it's going to straight up call to the 911. You can put a sunglass holder right here. And then you have vanity mirrors that are Alcantara, and then you have a light with a mirror. The full headliner is Alcantara, and this car gets a full panoramic sunroof that is fixed, so it doesn't open but it is tinted. Then that's going to be it for the center. If we come to the steering wheel is very soft and very accurate, so it is straight up, nice pointing, so it's very sporty, and I'm sitting very high like all of the Range Rovers. You have some controls here, so this is for lane keep assist, steering heat, cruise control, cancel, set speed. And on the other side you have controls to control that center screen right there, and this is for receiving call, and this is your favorites. Jaguar logo at the center with your airbag, and you have metallic touch. The steering wheel is controlled from here, so I have to pull this lever, and it is tilt and telescope but manually controlled. But if you want automatic, you have to pay for it. There. And on either side you have the headlight controls here with the rear and front fog, and on this side you have the windshield wiper controls. That's going to be it for the steering wheel. I actually love this car, to be honest. Now let's check out the instrument cluster. So now I'm going to show you the instrument cluster of the car. That is a 12.3-inch OLED display. So this is the total mileage, this is the date. This car has 99% charge, so with that amount of charge it can go 420 kilometers is the range. And this is showing you the gas station but with the electric plug, because this is the EV. So for turning everything on, I have to press on the ignition. It does a nice animation, and it's not like the last generation, it lags. So you can configure it to this, so I have to press OK and then press this. So if we go on layout, there, and then you can choose all of the controls. So if you want it on 2-dial, if you want full map like your navigation, you have full media, and you have driver's assistant, and you have the 1-dial. So I'm going to keep it with the 2-dial because it looks good. Then if we get out of here, you can set what you want at the center. So you want trip information, map, driver's assistant, or just off, nothing, just the design there. And then you can also control the heads-up display of this car. So I'm turning it off, and you can also turn it on. So this is your speedo with the gear. The car is on ignition, that's why it's not on. This car also has speed limit monitor, and it's saying the car is fully raised up. This is for the parking brakes, and this is a warning because the car is not on yet. This is the range of the car, and this is saying the car is off. This is just a hybrid meter, like a electric meter. This is saying that the car has an auto headlight, kilometers, and this is your trip, and this is the mileage of the car. And now let's show you the heads-up display, but before that you can see a I-Pace right there. Now if we come to the heads-up display of the car, so you have to come here. If you see straight up, you can see that is the heads-up display. I know it doesn't look that good, but when you turn it off, there, now it's off, now it's back on. It just says the kilometer and the speed. That's pretty much it. And then you can also control the brightness and the position also. It's pretty easy. And then you have some vehicle settings like the tire pressure monitor and the speed limit monitor. You can turn that off and on. That's going to be it. So turn it off, just a nice animation, and boop, out. A lot of people were asking that this is an electric car. Like, say something about it. Just don't be like, this is that, this is that.
First, every manufacturer started making cars, petrol cars, diesel cars. Then they switched to hybrids for more fuel efficient, better for the environment. Then they stopped hybrid, make plug-in hybrids. So you can just charge it from your home, so it's more reliable. Then they started making electric cars. So slowly everyone is going to electric cars, so no one have to drive that unfuel efficient, not good for environment V8 engines. But if you still want stuff like that, Jaguar also sells in the F-Pace, the bigger dad of this car. This is their starting SUV. This is a crossover style SUV, and this is their first ever electric SUV. Now let's show you the car's door. So now let's show you the door. First of all, come here. You have an AC vent placement here with surround with satin finish. This is for turning off the vent and turning it back on. You have some buttons here. So this is for the front, this is for the trunk, this is for the brightness, for the RPM, this is your parking brake. This is your dead pedal, brake and gas, and then you have this nice material so it doesn't catch dust. You have this Jaguar written right here that is illuminated, and then you can see all the controls for the seat. So this is for the lumbar support, this is for the under thigh support that you can see right there. It helps, so if you're tall, it helps on this part. This is for getting it back and front, and this is for the backrest. You have a speaker down here with chrome surrounds, Meridian speaker, bottle holder here, and then you have this brown leather metallic finish at the back, and then fabric material here. This is your door handle, this is for unlocking and locking, Meridian sound system, and you have your memory seats right here for 3 positions. Now, if we come out of the car, let's get the key. So I forgot to tell you guys the wheelbase of this car. So the wheelbase is 117.7 inches for this car, and the minimum ground clearance when the car is fully low is 4.5 inch, but if it's fully high, it's 6.5 inch. So now the car is fully high from the ground. If you need this car, you can contact with Land Rover Jaguar Brampton. I'm going to put their place address in the description box. If anyone lives in Canada, Brampton, you can come here and get your dream Jaguar or Land Rover. Until then, stay safe, stay home. Inshallah, let's see you next time. Peace.